Welcome to SIMSR, sir. We're really honored to have you here. Thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, so sir, the first question that really intrigued me was, what inclined you towards marketing and marketing research in particular?
See, I passed my post graduation in way back in 2000, and once I finished my MBA, I thought something was lacking. So in fact, I went ahead and did my doctorate as well. What is different about marketing, and within marketing I chose market research specifically, simply because every project that you do, every interaction that you make is a different one. Unlike some of the other fields wherein you pick up one particular area, one particular product, and your entire life you kind of continue either selling that or talking about that. Research gives you that opportunity to work on various categories, various markets. It's every day is a new challenge. So within marketing, I would rather say market research gives that opportunity. Probably even advertising does that, which a lot of other faculties do.
Okay, so sir, secondly, you've worked both in India as well as in Dubai. So, and Dubai, your research was more about the women there. So, what do you think is the difference between women in India and women in Dubai, as you know, on various parameters like their perspective towards things, the culture, and everything?
The way I look at it is from expectations of life point of view, women in India and women in Dubai are no different whatsoever. Just that the environment and the context that they're living is different. So, for example, freedom for someone in India would be wanting to drive a fighter jet, or let's say wanting to make a career and move around the globe. That would be freedom for a woman in India. This freedom, the need for freedom, is equally there for the woman in Dubai, or why Dubai only, but in the entire Middle East region. But because of societal constructs, she's not able to express, or not able to meet those to that extent. So freedom for a woman in, let's say, Saudi Arabia or in the Middle East would be driving a car, and women can't drive in Saudi Arabia, for example. So need for freedom is there in both India as well as Saudi or Middle East. But the way they express, or the way they try to meet those need of freedom is different. So from a marketing challenge point of view, the challenges are the same, because in both cases they need freedom, but the way marketers need to address it, that's where the difference lies.
Okay, sir, also you've undertaken various projects in the market research field. So what would you recommend students, like, for example us, or the first years, what kind of project should they take up so that they get a better insight about the industry?
See, personally, okay, now I would rather step back a bit and not talk about project per se, but I would rather say, are you prepared to take those projects to start with? Now, personally, I'm a great believer in theory. Now, a lot of people say, practical, need to theory doesn't count in real life, and you go out in the real world is completely different. Personally, I think for you to be able to succeed in real life and practically do things, a sound theoretical foundation is extremely important. If you see why a lot of postgraduate courses or executive courses, so people who have worked in industry for 5 years and they come back and do MBA, why do they, after having worked in industries for so many years, why do they want to come back and learn theory? Simply because they're able to put things in perspective, and the way they think is much more refined once they have a theoretical background. So I would not say pick up this project, or don't pick that project. As a precursor, I think it's important to be ready to handle those projects first, sound theoretical knowledge, and then I think once you have that, any field, any project that you take on, I think you should be able to do it. So that's not a problem at all.
Okay, that's really helpful. Okay, sir, also, it's a light question, we've had little serious talk. So, when you're not working, what are the other kind of things that interest you, you think that refreshes you, rejuvenates you for the coming things?
Well, I'd like to do a lot of things, but I have two kids. One is 8-year-old, another who is a son. I have a daughter who is 2.5, and she's quite a handful. So when I'm not working at home, I am probably playing with her. My wife also works. so we kind of share various chores, daily chores. So when I'm not working, I am, whether I like it or not, I am with my kids. So that's what I do. But I love, eventually I do love playing with my kids. So that's what I do.
Okay. And you moved to Dubai. Are there any plans that you might shift back to India?
I will, anyway. In fact, let me tell you, Dubai, or rather UAE, which is Dubai is a part of UAE. In terms of the way population is there, there's only 10% of local population in UAE. The rest all are expats from other various countries. There are some 165 nationalities staying in Dubai, in UAE. Out of that, around 40% are Indians. Now, any and every Indian that you ask, you meet, that are you here to settle or will you come back? They'll say, no, I'll come back one day. Now that one day they don't know when. When I went, I wanted to stay there for 2 years, make some quick money and come back. That 2 became 5 years, now it's 10 years. So eventually I will come back, because I think nothing better than a home country, so I'll come back. When, that's the only $1 question I don't know right now.
Okay, so lastly, I would simply ask you, what do you think are the opportunities for students pertaining to marketing communications on the international front?
I think there are huge opportunities within marketing, particularly in marketing communication. Now, the simple reason is, I think marketing as a field is quite old, and within that marketing communication also, I think there have been a lot of ads through various media over so many years, but I don't think still a lot of marketers have got it right, because consumer needs evolve over a period of time, and the marketer is unable to keep pace with those changing needs. Hence, a lot of communication you will see is not, as a consumer, you think, oh, this is not for me, this brand is not for me, or what they're offering, I don't like it, I need something else. So there is a dearth of real quality communication. India is much more ahead in that about other markets. Even I would say, compared to some of the other European markets as well, the quality of communications in India is much better, way beyond. But there's still real room for improvement. So I'm sure a huge opportunity for anyone who is pursuing a marketing communication course.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really great having you here, and thank you for sparing this time. Okay.